After decades of failure, scientists have finally crossed a line that could unlock limitless clean energy. Welcome to Power and Policy UK, where energy, politics and global strategy converge. We deliver sharp analysis on the policies shaping Britain's future and the power shifts redefining our world. This is Power and Policy UK. In what many are calling a historic turning point in the quest for clean energy, scientists have unveiled a breakthrough in nuclear fusion that could reshape the future of global power. After decades of research, setbacks, and cautious optimism, researchers have taken a major step toward harnessing the same process that fuels the sun. While commercial fusion energy is not yet a reality, this latest achievement signals that the dream of near-limitless, carbon-free power is closer than ever before. Nuclear fusion has long been described as the ultimate energy solution. Unlike nuclear fission, which splits atoms and produces long-lived radioactive waste, fusion works by combining light atomic nuclei, most commonly isotopes of hydrogen, under extraordinary heat and pressure. When these atoms fuse, they release enormous amounts of energy. The potential benefits are staggering: no carbon emissions, minimal radioactive byproducts, abundant fuel derived from seawater, and no risk of the catastrophic meltdowns associated with traditional nuclear reactors. Yet, for all its promise, fusion has remained one of science's greatest challenges. Recreating the conditions found at the core of the sun requires temperatures exceeding 100 million degrees Celsius. At such extremes, matter exists as plasma, a superheated state that must be confined and controlled using powerful magnetic fields or high-energy laser systems. For decades, scientists were able to trigger fusion reactions, but only at a cost. The energy required to initiate and sustain those reactions consistently exceeded the energy produced. That long-standing barrier appears to be cracking. In a landmark series of experiments, researchers successfully generated a fusion reaction that produced more energy than was directly delivered to the fuel target. This milestone, known as ignition, represents a critical scientific validation. Although the total energy required to operate the facility still surpasses the overall output, the achievement proves that fusion can produce a net energy gain at the reaction level itself. For scientists who have spent their careers pursuing this goal, it marks a defining moment. The breakthrough is already sending ripples across the global energy landscape. Governments are increasing funding, private investors are pouring billions into fusion startups, and international collaborations are accelerating timelines. Projects like ITER in France aim to demonstrate sustained fusion reactions on a larger scale, while private companies are racing to develop more compact and commercially viable reactor designs. The once distant vision of fusion power plants operating within a few decades no longer seems purely speculative. The implications for the planet are profound. Fusion energy could dramatically reduce global dependence on fossil fuels, cutting greenhouse gas emissions and helping nations meet ambitious climate targets. Energy security could be transformed as countries tap into a virtually inexhaustible supply of fuel derived from hydrogen isotopes found in seawater. Developing economies could gain access to stable, large-scale power without expanding carbon-intensive infrastructure. However, experts emphasize that formidable challenges remain. Turning a brief experimental success into a functioning power plant will require advances in material science, engineering, and reactor design. Fusion reactors must withstand intense neutron bombardment and operate reliably over long periods. Systems need to transition from producing short bursts of energy to delivering continuous, grid-ready electricity. Costs must also be reduced to ensure fusion can compete economically with renewables and other energy sources. Despite these obstacles, momentum is building. Venture capital investment in fusion technology has surged in recent years, reflecting growing confidence in its commercial potential. Researchers are exploring diverse approaches, from magnetic confinement systems, known as tokamaks, to innovative laser-driven methods and alternative reactor concepts. Each path carries risks, but together they represent a global push toward one of humanity's most ambitious scientific goals. Public reaction has been a blend of excitement and realism. Climate advocates view fusion as a powerful complement to solar, wind, and other renewable technologies already expanding worldwide. Energy analysts caution that fusion will not replace existing clean energy solutions in the near term, but it could significantly strengthen the long-term transition away from fossil fuels. In essence, fusion is not a silver bullet for today's energy challenges, it is a transformative opportunity for tomorrow's. Beyond the technical and environmental impact, there is something deeply symbolic about this moment. Fusion has long embodied humanity's determination to unlock the secrets of the universe. To replicate the power of the stars here on Earth is not just a scientific accomplishment, it is a testament to decades of persistence, collaboration, and ingenuity. Physicists, engineers, computer scientists, and policymakers across the globe have contributed to this progress. While practical fusion power plants may still be years away, the psychological barrier has shifted. What once seemed perpetually 30 years away now appears within measurable reach. If progress continues at its current pace, the coming decade could redefine how the world plans its energy future. For now, the achievement stands as both a milestone and a promise. A milestone because it confirms that controlled fusion with net energy gain is scientifically possible. A promise because it opens the door to a future where clean, abundant energy could power cities, industries, and economies without warming the planet. The journey is far from over, but the path forward has never looked clearer. Humanity has taken a meaningful step toward capturing the power of the stars, and in doing so, may be lighting the way to a more sustainable future for generations to come. You've been watching Power and Policy UK, your source for clear, informed insight on energy and policy. Subscribe for weekly analysis and join the conversation shaping tomorrow.